Hi, Christina here, and today I'm going to take you through the resources that we use for our mini unit we just completed on the Northwest Territories. Now, if you're new here, we're studying Canada for the whole year, pretty much across all subjects. But our mini units, as we go province by territory across the country, are primarily focused on social studies. So geography, some First Nation studies, art, and then there's a crossover between the language arts as well. So I always start each unit out the same way. I use the Canada Close Up series. This is what the book looks like. This is geared to about 5 to 9-year-olds. So we start with this book. And then I'll show you their binders in a minute that I put together for each of the children. But we use these as well from Apple Press. This is Exploring Canada's Geography. This is for grades 4 through 6. And so we use this as well. Now our children are 4, 7, 8, and 10 currently. So that's preschool, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 5. I have to think about that. So we do this family school style. And we also use this series as well throughout the year. This is Canadian Sights and Symbols, Northwest Territories. There's just a few things in here that I like to go over that the other book doesn't quite cover. So we've been using this series as well. And then for our read alouds, we've been reading the Canadian Flyer series. And so we read Arctic Storm. This is number 16 in the series. I was kind of disappointed with this book. I'll show you what it looks like. There's pictures, easy reading. I didn't feel like it had a whole lot of educational value to it. Some are better than others in the series. This one, meh. And then the other book we read was, I think it's called Ida Trail, In the Steps of Our Ancestors by Wendy Stevenson. I'll show you what this one looks like inside. It's actually quite a short read too, with some great color pictures. And it actually shows you in the front here the route. So what it is it's three cousins who go off with their grandparents on this trip that they had done themselves when they were younger. And I found it was a really, really good book. It has so much great information about the area, about the traditional way of life, about the culture. Just really, really enjoyed this book, so I highly recommend this one. Now my children didn't do any independent reading for this unit. We did watch some videos though. This is Discovering Great Towns. This is Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. This is just great for kind of getting to know the area and seeing what it actually looks like. And then we actually watched this video as well. The Great Canadian Wilderness Land of Extremes. This is part of the Reader's Digest series, and it is, about an hour long. It's not just Northwest Territories, it's kind of all of the Arctic coast and even down into Hudson's Bay area, but it was really good to kind of, again, get a visual on what some of those areas look like. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a look at their binders, at all the extra resources we use, the books and such, and then at their art project they did as well. So here's an overview of my kids' binders for the year. So that's my preschooler, because she does not want to be left out, 2nd grader, 3rd grader, 5th grader. So I'll just show you. For my daughter, I just did a map in the front always of what it looks like so she can get familiar with province and territory shapes. And then she just had coloring pages that she could color each day as we went along. And that's just her little unit there. And here we use those pages from Apple Press. And usually I give him some and then add in. So I'll give you a quick look. It's really good at covering kind of a variety of things. Geographic regions, the river systems, First Nations, a little bit of history and explorers, northern communities there, traveling around in different cities, resources, and then these are his note pages at the back here. And then, one more there. And we always do, there's a map where they fill in cities at the end, and then there's a quiz that we do together as well. That is his. I'll show you my next son. It's a lot of the same pages, covering those kind of variety of topics. This one's got an extra one on climate. city of Yellowknife. About Sax Harbor. And there's his map, his quiz, and then his notes here. And my oldest son, let's look at his. So yeah, the pages are really good. They cover latitude as well. See the Mackenzie Delta. Just a wide range of topics I found really useful. Arctic, Wood Buffalo National Park. And again the map, the quiz, and his notes for the May unit. So there's the overview of their binders. So now I'll give you a look at all of the extra resources that we had in hand. I like to take extra books out from the library on whatever we're studying about, just so the kids can pick them up if they want to. So Canada's Natives Long Ago by Donna Ward is one we're using throughout the year. We didn't actually do a section in it this time, but it's a great book to have on hand. This is from Canadian Geographic Regions, the Canadian Shield. There's a whole series that's laid out pretty much the same way. So you can see what it looks like inside there. This is another Northwest Territories book. This is a pretty simple one. You can see lots of pictures, lots of interesting things to look at with just a little bit of writing in there. This is from the Canadian Aboriginal Art and Culture series, the Inuit. This is another series we've been using throughout the years. We go through each province and territory. These ones are each laid out in the same way as well. Some nice pictures, some great information in there. This is another one from the same series, the Descenu line, I believe is how you say it, or hopefully I'm saying it right. And it's laid out in the same way here. Oh, there we go. This is another one from the Canadian Geographic Regions, the Interior Plains. The Northwest Territories has a number of different geographical areas in it. So we have that book there. This is a series. There's a number of these books that are really neat. So this is The Legend of the Caribou Boy, and there's a CD with it as well. It's in English as well as, let me see if it says here which language it is. Dogrib, which is a native language, one of them that's by Great Slave Lake and Bear Lake areas. There's that one there. This one's from the same series, The Old Man and the Otter Medicine. Again, you can see some pictures. Great for if you're learning about the First Nations in the area. This one is How Fox Saved the People. You can see here, this one's a little thicker than the other ones with more pictures. Just beautiful, beautiful illustrations and tales of the culture. And it has CD as well. This is another series I found that I really liked. This is We Feel Good Out Here. And let me see what it says. Gwich'in, I think is how you say it. I'll show you all the books that we found. But it talks about kind of more modern day life in different areas in the Northwest Territories. What life looks like for kids and families now. So there's that one. This one is Proud to be Inviolate. I can't say that word. I know I'm butchering that. I'm sorry. This is this one here. Show you what some of those pictures look like. So it's really good for kids to kind of see and understand how life is different and how life is the same. This one is No Borders from the same series. This one is Come and Learn With Me. So again, great pictures, great visualization, lots of pictures of children, which I think children always appreciate seeing pictures of people their own ages in books and kind of what their life is like. This one is The Caribou Feed Our Soul. I'm gonna have one more here, At the Heart of It. So that's a really great series. I highly recommend that one. Then I have What's the Most Beautiful Thing You Know About Horses by Richard Van Camp. Have a look at what it's like in here. It's a really interesting book. Some beautiful artwork. That's that one. And we had Native Nations of the Arctic and Subarctic. We've had this book a few times. It's got a good layout, again, of First Nation information and pictures. So there you go. So for our art for this unit, we made little hand-stitched polar bears. Really cute, just made out of felt, used a coloring page as a tracer, and added faces and hand-stitched them together with some stuffing in them. So these are two of them. The other two kids are still finishing theirs, but really cute little art project. So that is all the resources that we use for our mini unit. If there's anything that I missed or you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will answer them for you. If this has been useful to you, please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button. And I hope you're having a great day. Take care.